Okay, we're on the road. We're about 170 k's north of Livingston, heading towards Lusaka, and then we took a left turn to Colombo, this little village. This sand road goes on for a very, very long time. And I've got my little Garmin here, which gets me out of all kinds of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
But Greg doesn't believe in the Garmin. So it's a fantastic little machine. You just punch in your codes, your
You go the
GPS
wrong way.
coordinates, and but that it helps if you actually just slow down so that when it says turn left, you don't just keep going straight. And then it gets all angry with me. So we're going to the Kafue National Park. We are going to see Steve Smith, who runs Nanzhila Safari Camp, and it looks absolutely incredible. On the speed bump. Oh, hold on. Before every village there is a demon of a speed bump, and then before every bridge there's a speed bump, and after every bridge there's a speed bump, but there's no signs. So be warned, your head actually will go through the roof. We travel for 40 kilometres on this road.
Is that what the Garmin says?
No, that's what the book says, and that's what the Garmin says. I'm in tandem here. Nanzhila is this rustic retreat with a stunning main lodge called an insaka, set right on the edge of the Nangandwe pool. It's the dry season, so the wildlife comes to drink right on your doorstep. The lodge is built around this huge old tree that must have been here for centuries. And of course, what would a lodge be without an amazing African sunset?
You know, we're the only lodge in the southern part of the park, and we've basically got an operational area of about 3,000 square kilometres. We didn't want to go the fancy route. We wanted to keep it a basic, simple bush experience. Everything is very comfortable, very nice, but it is a simple, basic safari experience. And that's what we wanted, and I think to a certain extent that's what we've achieved. With 12 beds, 12 people can experience 3,000 square kilometres. They have that whole area just about to themselves. So from a wildlife and from a wilderness perspective, it's the most amazing experience you can have. If you come across any special or interesting animals, you've basically got them to yourselves. There's no maddening crowds here. And that's a real attraction, and it's what I want to try and maintain.
A 5:30 wake-up call gets you out onto the plains for a magnificent sunrise. What a way to start the day.
Well, keep our fingers crossed. Could be sable down here, could be roan down here.
3,000 square kilometres is a lot of ground to cover, but it's a great way to explore the landscape. In the 80s and 90s, there was rampant poaching here, which pretty much wiped out the wildlife. But with better management and the presence of lodges like Nanzhila, Steve wanted to prove that the game is coming back.
Well, there was evidence of animals. You could see their spoor, but you hardly ever saw them. So we knew there were animals here. It's just trying to get them to show their faces.
And our patience paid off. Out of the bushes came a big black sable antelope. It may be the dry season, but the colours were beautiful. Burnt oranges and browns with yellow and touches of green. It looked like a stunning landscape painting. This region won't have rain for another few months, but when it does start to rain, around November, it rains. Most of the Kafue is inaccessible. The one thing about a game drive is it really works up an appetite. Dinner every night was a delicious 3-course meal. We were joined by 2 other guests from Germany who'd booked in for the week. The next morning, after hearing lions roar through the night, we all headed out for some exploring.
So far, I think there's about 161 species of mammal have been recorded in the park. Bird life is amazing. Over 500 species of birds have been recorded here. Okay, there's marabou stork, hammerkop and a great white egret. They're here as the water goes down, catching barbel.
For bird watchers, it's paradise. We saw many pairs of wattle crane and got a quick sighting of the endemic black-cheeked lovebird, which got Steve very excited.
There's the black-cheeked lovebird. There they come. Are they coming down to drink? Please come down. Yes, 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 yes. Oh no, damn it.
It was an amazing 3 days of travelling around. We had the place pretty much to ourselves, and Steve is a goldmine of information. He knows the plants, the animals and bird life, and can spot wildlife where we see nothing. There is no doubt that wildlife is coming back to the Nanzhila Plains. The grasslands are rich grazing grounds for many species of antelope, and large termite mounds covered in trees are nutrient hotspots. The annual flooding brings rich nutrients back to the soils, so everything's in place here to support the once teeming herds of game that used to roam these plains.
If you can afford the animals the protection, they have shown that they will come back. So if we can give them even more protection, and then there's no doubting in my mind that the Kafue National Park is the next big thing.